Welcome to Witsup headquarters, the Witsup couch.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is Jodie Robertson. Everybody, you're back again in Kona for the third time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Stoked to be here.
You're staying out at Waikoloa,
Yes.
which is, I want to say 40 kilometres from here, 50 kilometres from town. It's a ways out.
Yeah, probably like 30 to 40 minute drive. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
not too bad.
So why the decision to stay out of town?
Oh, I love just being out of the thick of things.
Right.
For me, I just love the calm up there, and it's just pretty chill. I'm staying with another athlete, Amy Javins, out there, and so it's kind of worked great. We came at the same time, and be able to like share the driving like down if we come down, and some days we don't have to come down. We just get to play vacation up there now. Play training vacation.
Yeah. But I'm finding more and more, well, I mean, I don't know if it's just because I know more athletes these days or not, but so many are deciding not to stay in town.
Yeah. I mean, well, you can ride right out of like our condo. So it's, I mean, without the stress of anything. Like I haven't ridden south of the airport, like, nor do I feel the need to ride south of the airport.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I think you're like right in the middle of the course. You can hit different parts of it, like cycling however you want. And like, I'd rather throw my pool stuff in the car to go swim and then throw my bike in the car to go ride.
Good point. There's less point of breaking stuff when you're just throwing swim equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about last year. Unfortunately, you were a DNF last year.
Yes.
It does suck, but from those sort of negative times, I guess we learn even more about ourselves.
Yeah.
What did you learn from last year that you can take into not just this race, but you took into the last 12 months?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've definitely adjusted some like training things, like especially heading into race week. We kind of adjusted the taper, or not so much of a taper kind of thing. We adjusted like where we put like my big blocks of training, and it's just kind of like fooling around with that stuff. So I come in like kind of a little bit more ready. And yeah, I mean, I think last year, like I learned a ton, and I could have finished, and then I kind of regret that I didn't. I mean, it's just like a toss-up, you know. So I'll definitely be finishing this year, and that will be it for sure, no matter what it is.
Do you feel like any of your strengths have changed over the last 12 months in terms of, you know, running is one of your, you know, big strengths?
Yeah.
But do you feel like anything else sort of changed?
I'd love to definitely put down a good bike, for sure. I know it's there, and it's just, I'd love to produce that on race day for everybody who has like supported me and helped bring that together so much. So yeah.
Do you feel like being the world championships, when you come here, do you feel the pressure of not letting down? Because you just alluded to the fact that you know, you want to perform for other people, so it's not just you. It takes a village, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Do you feel like that adds pressure or it adds drive?
I think it adds drive for sure. I don't think it adds pressure. I think like everybody who supports me is very clear, like the outcome. I mean, outcomes are like, it'd be great if we could have a good outcome, right? But that's not like the only goal that we have here. I mean, just getting here is a huge accomplishment for all the women that are like starting out there. And I mean, every single one of us would love to put together a solid day. And I mean, hopefully it happens for more people than not. But I mean, I think how you carry yourself out there and just like racing with like integrity and respect. I mean, I think those are the things that sponsors and, you know, the people who support you are looking for you to just show like what you've learned out there and carry yourself like to a high standard. Yeah.
So, okay, so let's look back at the last 12 months as to what got you here. Cool. You did Texas, and remind me of the second one, sorry.
Yeah, and I did Ironman Lake Placid as well.
Yeah, okay. So was that kind of the plan at the start of the lengthy season leading to the race?
Yeah, well, so I'm still work full-time as a teacher, so I'm like really limited in the races that I can get to during the school year. So I can only really travel to like an Ironman that's in the US and like not really, like I couldn't even travel to something on the West Coast because it's just too much of a travel difference time zone wise. Yeah. So like Texas was definitely the plan, like right from the get-go. So I raced there and I finished second, and it was like kind of had me right on the bubble of like having enough points. So I raced a couple more 70.3s, and then we were unsure of which to do, like to do another Ironman, to not do another Ironman during the summer, and then a week before Lake Placid, we just kind of decided a week out.
Really?
Yeah. So
when you say we, is that mainly you and your coach, or do you speak to the rest of your team?
I think it's like me, my husband, and my coach.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, I feel like the trio that like makes the ultimate decision about what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Okay. School teacher. What grade? Or do you call it grade in the US?
Yeah, we call it grade. Yeah, I teach mostly kindergarten, first grade. I teach music. So I teach kindergarten, first grade, and some third grade too.
Right. So do they understand? Can they comprehend what you do on the weekend and after school hours?
I think more and more, like as like the years have been going on, I'm doing this a few more years, I think they see it more and more. I actually do every Friday, I do like live chats with the whole elementary school. So like any teacher can like sign on to the live chat. So it's like a half-hour chat at like the end of their day, like 2:30 to 3 every Friday. And the teachers can all sign in, and I brought like Meredith Kessler came on with me one week, and like Lenny Ramsey came on another week. So I bring like guests, and then they can like Meredith showed her woman cave and like to the kids and stuff, and so it was really cool, and it's been a lot of fun. I think this past Friday we did a live chat while we were driving, and we showed them like some of the lava rock and like all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's been really fun. I've had a really great connection with a lot of the kids while I've been gone this year. It's like every Friday for like the whole beginning of the year, and then I'll go back to work. Right, I took a short leave for the beginning of the year here, so I could get all my prep ready, and then we'll go back to work right on Wednesday after Kona. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
do you want to say hello to them?
Hi, guys.
I hope you're all watching. Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think, I guess you can see yourself as being a role model for those kids, and that you can use this opportunity now while you're doing all these amazing things to really showcase that to them. I love that.
It's fun, and they're like inspiration for me too. Like one of the classes was talking about how like in my training, how I like build upon like how for example, my long ride, my build every week, and they were doing reading, and like their reading was building. They were reading for so many minutes one week, and then a few more minutes the next week, and like so they were able to like see how what they were doing was the same to like my training and stuff. So it's been pretty cool.
I love it. Sport is always a metaphor for life. You can integrate it into everything.
Absolutely, and then it's been fun to like help them see that too.
Yeah, right. Wow. I used training for an iron distance as part of my pregnancy plan, and then part of my delivery
cool. I love it.
And my obstetrician talked about it in the exact same way as well, and I was like, sweet,
I get it.
We've got this. We're all cool. Okay, so just lastly, to wind things up, and I keep saying this, but I hate asking this question because everyone asks it, and it's such a mundane question, but I kind of need to get a feel about how you are feeling now, how the body's going.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to tell me whether you've got a broken toe or anything.
No broken toes. Nothing's broken.
But in terms of how your body feels in comparison to previous years and previous iron distances, and the fact that you sort of been playing around with your taper and things like that, do you feel like you guys are...
I think we definitely have a little bit more dialed in. I mean, the only thing that's going to tell us next week is this Saturday. But I mean, I totally I definitely had some like rough spots in like when I first got out here a couple weeks ago. And things have definitely started moving again, and I just gotta like carry that like momentum that I've got rolling now right into race day, and we'll be good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I always say this. Just one more question, and then another one pops up. But I'm just going to go to our social medias, because I know you haven't been on social media.
Sorry.
But a few people have written in questions, so I'm going to ask each pro a question from one of our, let's call them viewers.
Love it.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is from Julie Desloge. How would you... Desloge?
That sounds good to me.
All right, cool. We're running with it. During your rookie season, was there any one pro who gave you a piece of advice that you have held onto and still follow? Good question.
Oh, yeah, I mean, so during my rookie year, I have to say, I think Lindsay Corbin was definitely a great example during my rookie year. So I hadn't raced any races as a pro yet, but I went to pro camp and I actually ended up, like, my accommodations fell through and then I ended up staying like in the same place as Lindsay. And it was kind of really cool, like my first pro camp, to see like how somebody of that like high level like carry themselves like through camp, through like tough days, and like just really stayed focused on the task at hand. So I think like watching her and just watching her like control the controllables and like do what she could with what she had that day was a really great example for me my first year.
Love it.
So yeah, thanks. Excellent. Lindsay.
Nice one. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure and great to catch up with you again.
Yes, you too.
All right.
Awesome.
Cheers.